Hi folks, Peter Lawn here. Today I'm going to show you a method for how to turn a building. We all know how to build buildings in Icarus. They often are square and boxy, and if you've watched any of my videos over the last little while, you'll see that I've done a bunch of curved buildings, circular buildings, etc. And I thought I'd pass on my knowledge on how to do this in a way that you can add some building turns to make your builds a little bit more interesting. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this building and I'm going to turn it slightly and head towards this mountain over here, and hopefully it works out. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do, or mention I guess, is that I like to have my buildings about 3 wide and as long as I need, typically about 10 long is long enough for me to be able to put all of the benches and everything that I need for my builds along the walls. So this guy's about halfway as long as I normally need it, and I want to kind of turn this building a little bit and go towards the cliff here. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to we're just going to extend out the back side of this building by a length of 1 with some concrete, with a concrete beam, horizontal, and then anchor it in here. And the next step we're going to do is we're going to put another horizontal beam down kind of off of this guy this way here, and I am going to put a vertical beam now free placed. So we're going to go vertical and press the home key. That'll allow us to free place this guy here. Now I have a floor plate underneath here that gives me consistent height adjustment so that it'll match this one over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get this floor, or get this vertical beam sort of matching the height of the other one. And sometimes it helps if you put your torch on so you can kind of see. It's pretty close. Yeah, I'll live with that. So if I put that right in the middle of this guy here, just so the center seam of this horizontal beam is matching up with my cursor, kind of like that, right? Alright, so we've got that, and what we're now going to do is we're going to put a horizontal beam off of that guy, and then put a beam down into the ground here, and get rid of this guy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand on the top of this beam here, and I'm just going to look straight down while I'm trying to place a vertical free placed beam. So hit the home key, and I'm going to kind of set it up so that I'm in the middle as much as possible of this beam. And sort of the trick is to kind of rotate around until you see the corners of this beam, of the beam, hit the green state as close as possible. Pretty close. Maybe just come back a smidge. Just almost touching, touching. That's close enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to now go, and we've got this beam pretty much flush with the top of that one there, and we're going to just place one right, kind of just go right there. Like that. I'm going to hit the home key, do another one over here. I want to place 3 of these beams like this. The home key again. Kind of like that, right? And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some horizontal beams off of this one. 2, 3. And what I'm going to do again now is place a vertical beam free placed to kind of match up with this seam of this horizontal laid beam and make it so that our center cursor beam is like right even with it. So right there. Then I'm going to delete the horizontal beam, so get rid of that. And rinse and repeat. Deploy another beam here, home to replace. And line it up with this seam right here. And it's a little finicky bit. Just get it right. There. Delete that one. And I can delete these ones. And my last but not least, this one here. It's just not quite right on. There. Okay. And then delete this guy. Delete these two now. Alright, so we've got our guys here. We're going to get rid of this one. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go and put our horizontal beams off of here. Go out to here. There. Okay, so you'll see that I actually don't need this beam right here because I got a support beam right here already. So I'm going to delete this guy. Put a new beam vertical connection on this one. Get rid of that top. And so what that does is actually kind of slightly turns this outside point of this walkway up over here. I'm going to put on some mods here just so I can jump a little bit higher. Let's see. 900 jump, enable triple jump. And that allows me to get up here. Alright, you can see this is at slight angle now, right? Allows us to actually go out sort of in this direction a little bit. So we're going to do that now for each one of these beams that we've added in here. Once we've got that vertical beam set up over there, we can like literally delete these other. I'm going to follow this over here. Get rid of this one beam. Now I'm going to put the next beam section here, run it up. There. Now I want to put a vertical beam on this one because this is going to need support, right? There's one down there I don't need, it looks like. Large jump really helps. We have to delete these. Just gonna do this last one. Just gonna go out. Shoot. To there. And then we'll attach some verticals. Oops. Gives you a little bit of time as it's Alright, and then now what we'll do is we'll just place our floor plates supported on this guy here, right? So there, and make sure our center dot is on that last beam. So what's cool about the way of doing this is we're going to be able to get a reasonably smooth transition on each one of these beams so that it turns, it turns kind of nicely, right? We can put our railings on each one of these, and we can finish our walls off here as well. The roofs will also mesh reasonably well, along with our floors up on the top. Doesn't look too bad. If we go and look on the outside now, we can see that it meshes up rather nicely, actually, the walls and the ceilings, and gives us a nice little turn, right? Okay, so what does the inside look like? So if we do this side, remembering that these supports should be to the left bottom corner of each of our walls. We're going to put one there, and then we can put one there, and it matches up pretty good, right? Put our roofs up there. One, two, and we got this hole here that we have to deal with. But remember, we've got a sort of a midpoint here as well, right? So in fact, if I extend one of these beams up, this one here, I think, I've got a support for the bottom left-hand corner of that roof up there. So if I go and deploy that now off of this guy, there. That doesn't look too bad, right? Now the only kind of downside is you got a beam sort of sticking right in the middle of the, this window here. So my recommendation would be to take this wall out and actually put it as a solid wall instead, right? And just change it to a solid wall. That kind of fixes that. And you kind of have just to live with the beam on the inside here, but that's okay. But as you can see, it actually looks pretty decent, right? You got a good mesh on the outside. You've got good mesh on the roof line. Like on the roof line, meshes together pretty decently. And same with the outer walls and then the outer railings for your balcony. Anyways, that's it for now, folks. Hope you found this video useful, and thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.